Hi guys, my name's Katelyn. I am the oldest daughter of Allie and Jacob Parker, and for today's video, I am talking to you about what it's like to have an author as a mom. Well, first off, I would just like to start this video by saying that it's very, very cool. I never knew that my mom was like into books, like writing. She spent so much time reading, like as I was growing up, like before we'd go to bed, she'd come tuck us in, give us kisses or whatever, and then she'd go in a room and read. And I guess it just never occurred to me that, she loves to write too. And then one day, I was in high school, so I was like in and out of the house a lot, spending a lot of time with my friends. And then one day my mom told me that she wrote a book, and I was like, what? She's like, yeah, I wrote a book. And I was like, what are you talking about, you wrote a book? Like, books take years to write. You wrote a book? Like, how long have you been doing this? She's like, oh, a few weeks, few months. I was like, what? Like, my mom wrote a book. And so she showed me. It was just on a Word document. Scrolled down it. It was called Deceived. And she printed me off the first few chapters in paper, and I read those first few chapters. And actually, I'm not a reader, but my mom wrote those few chapters, so I was like, yes, so I read them and they were great. And I was like, dang, Mom, like, are you gonna write more? And she's like, I don't know, I think so, probably. Like, I want this to be a series. And I was like, dang. And at this time, my mom was a CPA at Anadarko, and so she worked like 9 to 5. Was working all day, came home, cooked dinner, like loved on us, asked us how our day was, spent time with us, basically did whatever we asked, like spending time wise. Like if we were like, hey, can we have a movie night? Then we all crowded up and watched movies, And then after everybody would go to bed, she'd go write. Or, after all of us were upstairs playing, like done hanging out with them, she'd write. So it was like, sorry, I'm a little sick. She'd make time to write. And, yeah, that's pretty stinking cool. But I think it's also really cool that she didn't miss out on like being a mom just to write, but also she wrote so much, like, and still being a mom and still working a full-time job. So that brings us to when she told me, this was a little while in, she said, I have this idea, I think I'm gonna quit my job and work from home and write full-time. And I was like, again, she's a CPA at Anadarko, and my dad was a coach, and when she said that, I was like, what? Like, what are you talking about, Mom? Like, you're gonna quit your job? Like, what? But at the same time, my mom has never done anything and not been successful at it. I know that sounds so weird, but I'm serious. Like, if she says she's gonna do something, she's gonna do it until it's successful. Like, she will not stop until it's successful. And especially in the realm of like taking care of her family, whatever it takes, she's gonna do it. So when she said that, I had like a, what are you doing? Like, are you sure? Because at this point I was old enough to have like, me and my mom have always been close, but we were like really close now because I had gotten older and just wanted a relationship, like, But anyway, so, I was like, what? Like, are you sure? You're kind of crazy, Mom. But yeah, she did it. And the first month in January, she made $25. $25. And we were like, oh God, Mom, like, what did you do? But we didn't freak out. Again, we trust Mom, and she's a hard worker. She really is. And then, she would write, still be a mom, still make us dinner, still show up at our games, still do all this, still, and write. And so eventually she had written so much that it's taken off. She's an accountant, so she's good with numbers. She's figured out marketing, but she's like figured it out by herself the whole way. Sorry, got a little excited, which is crazy. Like, how do you go from a desk job to like running your own like business, like whole business, It's been incredible to watch her like grow, not only the business, but as a person. My mom, like, ooh, she's great. But anyway, having her as an author, like, like a mom who is an author is really cool. Like at school, I remember going to the library and being like, the librarian was like, oh, how's your parents, you know, because they knew my dad because he worked at the school right next door. And they're like, how's your dad? I was like, good. And they're like, how's your mom? I'm like, good. She's at home now. They're like, what? And I was like, yeah, she's an author now. You know, it was just so exciting to talk about because it was different. It was something new and totally unexpected. And being an author is hard. Like, everything that you make has to come from what you do. So it's like, you're not guaranteed anything. So it's like constantly a risk, but it's an adventure at the same time. And also, because of my mom being an author, sorry, I keep looking out there like, hello. But because of being an author, my mom is a lot more imaginative. Like, she has such a big imagination. She dreams more, like, not like sleep dream, but like has places she wants to go and not just physical locations. Like, she has goals and she has inspiration all the time, you know? And of course she has those days, but watching that makes me inspired. It makes me like, dude, I could do anything. Like, if mom can do this successfully in just 3 years, like, I could freaking do anything that I wanted, you know? Like, I don't have to sit at a desk job. I could be a chef, or I could write a book, or, you know, like, the possibilities are endless. And before mom was an author, I was very much that person that was like, okay, I'm either going to be a doctor or a teacher, because then I can just go to work, come home, go to work, come home, that's it. But, you know, and again, people are passionate about everything and anything. It's dependent on the person, but the reason that I was choosing those careers was because I was like, this is a very stable place to be. And mom stepped away from stability for a hot minute to do what she loved. And so watching that was really impactful on my life. I was like, dang, girl, you know, like I can do that if I want to, you know? And then also on top of that, mom has reached a lot of lives. Like, I work for the company now, and part of my job is to fix the reviews because they get smushed together on Amazon. So every once in a while I go in there, move them around. And some people are like truly impacted by these stories, like in their life, you know? People who go through so much hurt and so much devastation and so much hopelessness, and then they read a love story and they're like, okay, like I could get that. That's a legit story, you know? Like someone has been through that, or else, you know? So watching her like reach other people like that has been an absolutely incredible part of having a mom as an author. And before that, my mom was very active and is still active in church. My family started a church actually a few years back, and so mom was very, very active in it. So I had seen her touch lives like that, you know. She had done Bible study. She was, you know, just very big in the church. And again, I had seen her touch lives, but then like when I read these things, it's like to a whole different level. It's like she's at the church, she's like someone that people would look up to, like, oh, give me advice. But here she's just another person talking to other people, you know, which sometimes makes it feel more relatable. Like, oh, this is just another person going through the same thing, you know? So, yeah, it's been really incredible seeing that part as well. And also, it's just fun watching her love what she does, because when she used to come home, she would, you know, go, like, do her stuff and then go write, and then, you know, I'd ask her, like, oh, how's your day, mom? She's like, good. And I was like, that's good. Like, anything fun? She's like, not really. I got pretty bored, wrote a little bit at work because didn't have much to do, and, you know, it was okay. I was like, okay, you know, and then I'd go up to her office with her sometimes at Anadarko and spend some time with her, because she let me go with her during the summer a few days. And, yeah, she was just bored a lot. And not because she, you know, she just got her work done fast. My mom's a really fast worker. She'd get her stuff done fast, and then she'd just be like, well, you know, like, not an exciting thing for her. For some people, yes, absolutely, and that's wonderful. Like, you go you. But for her, no, it wasn't exciting. She was not excited to get up in the morning, you know? And you only have one life, so. But ever since she became an author, most mornings she's like, let's go, you know? Like, I'm ready to do this, this, and this. I want to write about this, this, and this. I want to get this, this, and this done. She's just way more productive and enjoys it because she's passionate about it. She loves what she does. But anyway, that was a 10-minute rant on my mom, but she's literally my best friend in the whole world, and she's amazing. Okay, but anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. If you haven't checked out my mom, go check out Allie Parker. I'll leave the link below in the description, and yeah, we will see you tomorrow with another video.